Hello. So I have been putting off filming this. It's now like the first full week of August. I've been putting off filming this because this is my July book haul and there's a lot. I think there might be more than there was in my June book haul, and this is bad because I don't have space on my shelves. Oh no. So I'm gonna start with Gifted. Yeah, I'm gonna start with Gifted. So first up, Walker YA hosted a little competition thing for the samplers, which they would have given out at Yelk, which is a real shame, but it's got little samplers of all the books coming out in the fall of this year and then next year, I think. Yeah, featuring the class of 2020 to 2021. So there's some little previews in here, but along with this, they also sent an ARC for The Mermaid, the Witch and the Sea by Maggie Takuda Hall, and this sounds really good, so I'm really excited to read this. This comes out in September, I believe. Yeah, this comes out in September and I'm really excited to read this. Because of how many books there are here, I'm not going to go through what the books are about because otherwise this will be a very long video and I'm not prepared for that. The next book I, over Yelk weekend, won an ARC of. This is one of my most anticipated books of the year, and I actually have already read this because I literally, the moment it arrived in the post, I started reading it, and I was right for it to be one of my most anticipated reads because it is in one of my top 10 books of the year, and that is Set Fire to the Gods by Sarah Rash and Kristen Simmons. This is so good. This actually came out on the 4th of August. So it's only just come out. I mean, that is the US date. I think that's the date for the UK as well. Yeah. So huge thank you to Harper 360 YA for picking me. I'm so happy. It can go on this shelf with the rest of my Sarah books. That's my ARC of These Rebel Ways, which I also won in a giveaway. So yeah, I'm really happy about this. And then the other gifted one was Seven Devils by Elizabeth May and Laura Lamb. So this was kindly gifted to me by Galance. I am really excited to read this, and I can't believe they sent me a finished copy of the hardback. Like, so this is sci-fi, and I believe there is a female romance in this, which I'm here for. So yeah, this I'm trying to put onto my August TBR, but we'll see if I actually get to it. The next one was half gifted and half paid for. So I was gifted Mayday the other month by Josie Jeffrey, and I absolutely adored that book. So I purchased myself the little booklet, which is a short story called Killian's Dead, and I'm really excited about this. But along with this, so I purchased the signed version, but Josie was kind enough to throw in a little short story for me. So it is a really short story, but yeah, this I'm really excited for. It's a short story that will appear in the Broken Wings collection. So yeah, I'm really excited to read this, so thank you, Josie. Next we move on to BookBox books. So I get 4 book boxes a month. I haven't received my Illuma crate yet, and I can't actually remember what the book is. I think it actually might be Seven Devils, but I'm not completely sure. I could be wrong. But BookBox Club was Splinters of Scarlet by Emily Bain Murphy. I'm not really sure about this. It's not my usual type of book, but it does sound pretty interesting, so I'm going to give it a go and we'll see. Then we have Fairyloo, which is Shielded by Kaylin Flanders, and I'm really excited for this. It's got sprayed edges. I'm really excited for this. It sounds so good. I had never heard of it until I saw it in Fairy Loot. So yeah, I'm really excited to read this one. I'm hoping I can try and join in on the read along, but my TBR is pretty big this month, so we'll see. And then we have Litjoy, which is The Princess Will Save You by Sarah Henning. Now, you're going to see this book again later on in this unboxing because someone gifted it to me. But this was the Litjoy version. It's signed, it's got reverse dust jacket. It's pretty, I love it. And as I said, The Princess Will Save You by Sarah Henning. I have 2 editions. So this is the Litjoy one, which has the reverse dust jacket and is signed, and this one just has standard dust jacket, no reverse, and it's not signed. But I mean, this is me, I always have multiple books, editions of books, so you know, it's fine. And then we're going to count this one as a book box because it is the Illumicrate versions of the Folk of the Air trilogy. So we've got The Cruel Prince, The Wicked King, and The Queen of Nothing, and these are absolutely stunning. I love them so much. My favourite is this one because this is my colour scheme, so I really love it. So next, I'm really excited about this because I get to complete a collection. It's Queenslayer by Sebastian de Castell. I haven't actually finished this series yet. As you can see, my hardback's there, and there's the little space for Queenslayer. But as like, I've only read the first 3 books in this series, but I am very looking forward to continuing it. I'm going to try and put book 4 on my TBR for next month so I can continue the series. So yeah, I'm really excited for this. And I now have them all on hardback. Yay! The next 2 I'm going to show you is actually the same book, but we have Cinderella is Dead by Kalynn Bayron. So this is the US hardcover and this is the UK paperback. I could not decide between which cover I liked more, so I just pre-ordered both because that's who I am as a person. I absolutely loved this book. I actually got this as an e-arc on NetGalley and loved it so much that the moment I finished it and added it to my top 5 of the first half of the year, I pre-ordered both editions because, you know, have no control. Next we have Dreams of Gods and Monsters by Laini Taylor. So the first 2 books of this trilogy I managed to get in my local charity shop for 50p each. So I point blank refused to pay full price for a brand new copy of the 3rd book when I am buying the Illumicrate collections of it. So it's going to be an expensive one, and I didn't really want a brand new sparkling shiny copy of the paperback for the 3rd one when the other 2 aren't in perfect condition. So you can see the spine's pretty broken and there's a little tear, and this was only a couple of quid on eBay, and the person who sent it to me, bless them, loved this series. Happy reading, Anna. Like, Anna's probably not going to be watching this, but thank you, Anna. So yeah, I'm really glad I managed to get this for a couple of quid, and I'm excited to finish the trilogy because I've only read the 1st book so far, but it was really good. Next up is Adrift by Rob Boffard, which I have seen Justine over at I Should Read That talk about on her videos, and it was really intriguing, so I picked myself up a copy. I believe it's sci-fi. Yeah, it's sci-fi, which I don't read enough sci-fi. I am predominantly fantasy and a bit of contemporary, and I definitely do want to get more into sci-fi because I do enjoy the ones that I have read. So yeah, sci-fi book. Then I picked up a volume 3 of the Shades of Magic graphic novel or comic by V.E. Schwab. I have been really enjoying this. So this is the 3rd one, The Rebel Army. Yeah, I've been really enjoying these comics. I have obviously the first 2 volumes, and yeah, I I'm looking forward to seeing where volume 3 goes, because I did find volume 2, I felt like it was a bit of a filler one. There wasn't much that happened, so I'm hoping more happens in this one, but we'll see. Next up we have Daughters of Nuri by Rennie K. Amayo. It's right up there as well. What's wrong with me? I'm really excited to read this. This was on my radar anyway, and I had it on my wish list. But then Ashley and Charlotte over at Myth Takes, who I will leave in the description below, they announced that this was going to be the Myth Takes book club pick for August and September. So I picked myself up a copy. I took it off my wish list, picked myself up a copy, and I'm really excited to read this. I'm not sure if it will make it into the August or September TBR, but if it isn't this month, then it will 100% be in next month's TBR. So I'm really excited to read this. Then we have Loveless by Alice Osman. Now, I don't know if you can see, but I really love Alice Osman. I do need to get the edition of Solitaire to match these covers though, because I have the old cover, but I am really excited for this. I haven't actually read all of her books. So I've read all of Heartstopper, and I've read I Was Born for This. Now, I Was Born for This was one of my favourite books I read last year. It was absolutely incredible, and I'm really excited to read the other books, but it's just a case of I haven't got to them yet. But I'm super excited. I have heard nothing but good things about this, and I've heard the rep in this is incredible, but I find that with all of Alice's stuff that she's just amazing. Then we have Murder Most Unladylike by Robin Stevens. Oh, look at those edges. So this sounded really good, and I heard Gavin over at How to Train Your Gavin loved this, so I bought it. And then the day after I bought it, Jade at JD Ray Reads posted her vlog where she read this and she hated it. Well, she didn't hate it, but she just did not like it at all. So now I'm really torn. So I don't know whether I'm going to like this or not, because obviously 2 of the main booktubers I watch have had very mixed opinions on it. But we'll see how it goes, and if I do like it, then I can get the rest of the beautiful edges. Next up we have Persuasion by Jane Austen. So I absolutely love Pride and Prejudice. It is one of my favourite books of all time. I read it for the first time when I was a teenager, and I read it multiple times throughout my teens. Mr. Darcy is my life. But I've never really read any other classics, and I want to. So my sister loves the classics, and she's got quite a few copies of different classics, and I've been wanting to get into the classics so that we can talk about them. And yeah, I read Jane Eyre and Sense and Sensibility last year, I believe, and absolutely loved them. So the next on my list was Persuasion. I do also have Little Women, but I love these word cloud editions. Like, oh, I just think they're absolutely stunning. So I've been collecting the word cloud editions of these. So yeah, I'm very, very excited to get to this, because I know this is a lot of people's favourite, but we'll see if it's one of mine. Then we have You Should See Me in a Crown by Leah Johnson. Oh, I absolutely adored this book. So I listened to the audio of this on Scribd and loved it so much that I went and bought a copy the moment it came out. It's just absolutely incredible, and it's got buy rep in it, which, yes, and oh yeah, I just absolutely love it. Then it wouldn't be a Yauk weekend without buying books. Now, if I had been at Yauk, if Yauk had gone ahead and I had been there, I would have probably come home from that weekend with like 20 or more books, which is the usual amount. But Bloomsbury did a little deal on their website where they put some of their books down for super cheap. So I managed to get like 3 books for the price of, I think it was like 1.5, which is amazing. So I picked up The Gravity of Us by Phil Stamper, which I do actually have the e-arc for on NetGalley, but this is me. Of course I haven't read it yet, but this sounds really good and I'm looking forward to it. So hopefully having the physical copy will give me a kick up the butt to finally read it. Then we have We Are Blood and Thunder by Kezia Lupo. Now, I remember wanting to read this when it come out, I think it was last year. And then this year when it come out, this year when the sequel come out, they changed the covers and I actually prefer this cover. So I'm really glad I never ended up buying it when it first come out, because now I've got the nice new covers and they're gonna match and look pretty. So yeah, I'm happy with that. And the final book I got in the Bloomsbury's sale is Dark Blade by Steve Feasey. I have heard a few good things about this and I'm intrigued by it, and that's a really nice cover as well. Like, I really like it. So yeah, I don't really know much about it other than it sounds good. So yeah. we're on the home stretch now. We've only got a few more to go. So the last few, I found out about this website called Books to Door. Jade at JD Ray Reads talked about it in one of her vlogs, and I of course went on there and ordered loads of books. So I ordered 3 sets of books, but I have since ordered more, which you'll see in my August haul video because I got them in August. So let's go through these. I'm going to just show you as sets. So first up, I got the Cogheart set. So it's 4 books. It's Cogheart, Moonlocket, Sky Circus and Shadow Sea, and it's by Peter Bunzel. So this is a middle grade set and I've been really wanting to get more into middle grade, so I thought this was perfect, and I have seen quite a few people I know like this quite a lot, so I thought I would give it a go, and it does sound really good. So I'm looking forward to eventually getting to these one day. Then we have the Darkest Minds series. So I read the first book. I borrowed it from the library about 2 years ago and I really enjoyed it, and I made the decision to not continue getting them from the library but instead buy them at some point. But I haven't been able to find them with the original, like this cover for the first one, because where there's a movie out now, you can only seem to get the movie cover, which is all well and good, but I want matching. So yeah, I'm really glad I managed to finally find a matching set, and it was so cheap, like so cheap. And then the final set is the Mistborn trilogy by Brandon Sanderson. So this is the Final Empire, the Well of Ascension and the Hero of Ages. I have heard so many people rave about these books and they sound so bloody good. So I'm really excited. I mean, I'm not going to get to them anytime soon because they are chunky, but I'm looking forward to, oh, I just looked at this pile of books. But I'm looking forward to eventually reading them. So that was all of the books I acquired in July. There are a few more that I ordered at the end of July, but they haven't arrived yet, so I'm just going to add them to my August August haul because honestly we don't need anything else on this haul. There's a lot on here. I have no idea where these are going to go, like no idea whatsoever. I don't want to think about that yet, and I don't even want to think about the fact that I've already got quite a lot that I've acquired this month and it is only the 5th of the month. Oh good lord, why do I do this to myself? Why do I do this to myself? Okay, well I'm gonna go sit in a corner and cry about the amount of books I've got to try and find space for. As it is, last month I took a lot of books off my shelf which I'm still unsure whether I'm going to read before I get rid of, and that pile is still on the floor here. I have no space, although I'll tell a lie, I have space for one. There we go, now I have no space. Oh dear. So I'm gonna go. I hope you enjoyed the pain and slight regret radiating from this video, and I hope that if you bought this many books last month, you actually have space for them so that you don't feel the pain and regret. But if you did like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next time.